If you stumbled across this video and you're an e-com brand owner, then hear me out. I'm going to be laying out exactly what separates good email marketing from great email marketing. A lot of brands, especially when they're in the 100K a month up to 5 million a month, they think that the more complex their email marketing system is, the better it's going to be. Now, this is not going to be one of those videos with crazy edits, crazy cuts, and if you don't have a good attention span, just click off, right? Because what I'm going to be talking about is exactly the system that I'm using for my clients, and they all do between 6 to 8 figures per month, and the exact system that we use to bump up their retention above industry standard. You're probably in one of two boats. Number one, you're working with an agency and you might think that because they communicate a lot, they're doing the best job that they can. Number two, you're probably stuck in the weeds doing it yourself. As you know, this is not a great way to do things. What you should take from this video, which is a key point, keep it simple. Up until 5 million a month, you probably don't even have a list of 500K people, and you're trying to segment every single one of them. Let me lay down the steps. So number one, it's all to do with your pop-up. If you're spending money on ads or you're posting a lot of organic content, you're getting people on site, but you're not converting 5 to 10% of these people, you're already leaking money. With your pop-up, you should be having a new test every month because you never know what the winner is. There's so many options to do this, but everyone just sticks to the 10% off. I'm not going to flame the 10% off because it can work as long as your visuals are good, your copy is good, and the way that your pop-up is set up is good. You can also do mystery gifts, store credits, monthly giveaways, whatever you might think. That in the long run is not going to hurt your margin. If your margin allows it, instead of the 10% off, try give it 15, try give it 20, because you've already spent so much money trying to get them on your website, a small incentive is not going to hurt. The second part, your flows. If you're here running your setup with 2 flows or 20 flows, both of these are pretty wrong. Now, take everything with a grain of salt. I'm not criticizing you if you have 20 flows and that's what you need. But some people seem to over-segment, over-complicate when you need essential flows. What do I mean by essential flows? One flow for every specific action that is linked to your Shopify store. Now, in recent times, Klaviyo also added search abandonment and collection abandonment. Make sure you have flows for these as well. Then, if you want to go deeper, segment by purchase history. Never purchased, purchased once, purchased twice. This should be as granular as you go up until you reach a certain revenue threshold. I'm going to drop a list of the flows that you need in the comments below, and then you can basically do a self-check and see if you're missing any of these, or maybe you just have one of these, but again, you're overcomplicating it. Number 3, campaigns. The biggest question that people have is, what kind of campaigns should I be sending and how many? Let's tackle how many. So number 1, I do recommend 3 times a week. If you can push it up without seeing a big drop in your metrics, that means placed order rate, click rate, open rate, bump it up to 4. Repeat the process up until you're doing a daily campaign. If everything's going good and you have a decent sized list, also add resends. Usually people do a resend 2 days after. You've lost it if you're doing it then. Do it after 6 to 8 hours if someone didn't open the first email. Switch the preview text and the subject line, or create a new variation of the subject line and do the resend. With campaigns, not everything has to be a discount. Not everything has to be a sale. Not everything has to be a product drop. Make sure that you send out as many campaigns as you can with different ideas and that you strategically place your sales wherever you have your downtimes. Not also that, but also make sure that you position them where you have your strongest times too. Essentially, in your Shopify dashboard, you should see 4 big peaks. Most people see their big peaks in May and November. Make sure that you have peaks in your downtimes by strategically placing your sales, promotions, or product drops. With that being said, I know that this video wasn't the longest, but it also wasn't the shortest. If you got any questions about how to set up your email marketing, your SMS marketing, just drop me a comment and I'm going to reply to it publicly. If your question's a bit more nuanced, contextual, or store dependent, you could just reach me on Instagram or send me an email. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you for watching.